Hello and welcome again to Sifiso Twala Media. Why Julius Malema EFF performed so badly in these general elections. Please, let's take a listen at the clips before the elections took place. That might point us to the right direction of the answers why Julius Malema EFF performed so badly. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, just click the subscribe, like this video, share this video. Let's take a listen.
What you call it, hypnotized to believe that this is the government that cares. My man, give me a piece of land and then let me open up my own little whatever it is there. Because even these McDonald's and all these other private sectors that you're seeing, they are on the land. Even the flight, the Boeing 477, it flies off the ground all the way up to America and comes back to the ground. So land is important.
At around 18%. So let's talk
Absolutely.
to beyond 30%.
Yes.
Where are those votes going to come from?
They're going to come from KZN, from Gauteng, from Western Cape, the Eastern Cape, Limpopo, because those are the provinces that are the biggest feeders of our election input, and we believe that our structures in those provinces are ready for the task.
So the EFF is going to nationalize, but we don't know what you mean by that.
Well, nationalization simply means state ownership. So let FNB be, let ABSA be, let Standard Bank be. Let's establish our own bank.
Let's establish our own bank. That's according to Julius Malema. Nationalization. EFF wanted to open their own bank and compete with ABSA, with Nedbank, compete with FNB. So it means people, they don't like none of that. So what I've noticed the EFF was advocating was the open border policy. The EFF was always talking about open the borders, open the borders. Maybe that's also what the people didn't like Zimbabwe for Zimbabweans, South Africa for South Africans, Nigeria for Nigerians. Yes, we are brothers, but when it comes to resources, South Africa have got only resources for South Africans in most areas. Yes, I understand sharing, but share only if it is a scarce skill. So the Zimbabwean policy, the land invasion that happened in Zimbabwe some time ago, it didn't bring good results in the economic situation in Zimbabwe. It collapsed the Zim dollar, and there was a terrible hyperinflation in Zimbabwe. As you can see, almost half of the population of Zimbabwe is here in South Africa because the policies in Zimbabwe, the land invasion and all that, and the sanctions made them to come to South Africa and fight for scarce skills or scarce resources that we are having here in South Africa. South Africa don't want to suffer than they used to suffer. So that's how they see EFF. They saw EFF as a political party that will make them more poor, that will make them more suffering. I hope and pray that the EFF with their open border policy will be scrapped, cancelled, and make sure they pronounce their new stance. Another thing that caused EFF to lose votes is their racist attitude against other races. EFF don't like white people. Openly, we know that. But at the same time, white people fund the EFF, like the big funder Umazoti, where he was publicly announced by Julius Malema that he contributed millions and millions of rands to the EFF, and that is a white man. So how can you say you don't like white people at the same time you appreciate what they are giving you? Who's fooling you here? Is this the reason why the EFF lost most of the voters? Deputy President of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu, went and get his degree in London instead of getting his degree. How can you go to London, England, Europe and get your degree while you talk about Africa must unite and Africa for Africans and open borders, and you take a jumbo jet 4747, Boeing 4747, and you go to England, to London, to the Queen, to the imperialist, to the colonizers, and claim your degree there? Why didn't you go to UCT, go to UJ, go to Wits, go to what's this place, Bloemfontein University, Free State University, or even Mangosuthu University of Technology, or go to Ongoye? You go to the imperialist land and claim your degree. Isn't that hypocrisy at its best? He could have even tried aye Botswana or Swaziland or even Lagos, Nigeria, or Kenya, Mombasa. What is this? Mombasa, yes. And get your degree there. Then we will know this is a true African. But EFF is doing the opposite and claiming like they are pure Africans and they love Africans. That is a lie, people. So in the EFF, people don't forget those lies, and that is why EFF was also punished. I've already mentioned that why go to the imperialists, to the racist. Whites are called racist, imperialist, thieves. You go to the thieves' land to get a degree. Come on, Floyd. Come on, man. Get your next degree in Limpopo. What I mentioned is just some of the issues that caused the EFF to perform badly because they take people for granted. Well, if you have more items that you think are the reasons for the EFF to perform this bad, please state them so that the EFF can learn a thing or two. Hopefully next time EFF will perform much better, only if they speak the truth and they do what they are preaching. Don't preach something else and do something else. You must align what you are saying with what you're doing. Sorry, my EFF. Better luck next time. And it's not the end of the world. Just change your direction. It's not good. And it's not going to bring you glory. It's obvious now. It's 10 years down the line. And you haven't won any significant elections. Cheers and take care.
Blair, keep your England and let me keep my Zimbabwe.